Hello, YouTube. You know, once you win, you go for it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. So as everybody knows, we haven't posted any videos in about 2 weeks, and we've been so incredibly busy with work and everything like that. And before I get into kind of what this video is about, I've been working about 6 days a week at work and just been constantly busy. But I was going to try to start kind of riding what I can on Sundays, and me and Lucho was going, and Rick and Paul was just going, every chance we get when we could, just still go out and ride, just because everybody's been so busy here lately. But we had kind of had some rides planned, and then what this video is about happens, and Lucho's side-by-side in pieces, and mine's radiator leaking again, and which I knew it would. I was just hoping it would last a little longer, and I gotta get some shocks and stuff like that. But first off, before we get into the video, I just want to thank everybody that has helped me and my family out. Family, friends, the off-road community, everybody that has helped us out, because it has really helped us out a lot. So as everybody knows, January 25th, of tornado, F3 tornado came through my hometown where I live, and I was right on the edge of it, and it blew 4 trees, including a humongous oak tree, where it split my house in 2 basically, and it went through the foundation of the house, and pretty much we lost almost all of our master bedroom, our closets, all of our clothes, at least mine and my wife's clothes, our whole living room, basically everything. The computer was in there that I edit the videos with and stuff. So it's just been kind of chaotic with handling all that right now, and working 6 days a week hadn't really helped either. But so good to get into what kind of happened before I show you all the damage. But yeah, before I show you all the damage, January 25th, we were actually about to go to sleep that night, and I was sitting there watching YouTube videos as usual. My wife was getting the kids stuff ready for daycare the next day, and she said there's a tornado warning basically in our area. So I didn't really think nothing of it. So she turned on the weather on her phone, and it said we were under tornado warning. So like any guy, I walked outside and on the front porch and just kind of see what was going on, because supposedly it was kind of close to us. And I walked outside, and it just was really calm, and just something didn't sit right with me. So I told my wife Chelsea, I was like, let's go get the kids and dogs, and let's go downstairs to the basement. And as we were getting them up, I kind of glanced out the window, and like all the power in the whole house shut off. And like I looked outside, and like everything shut off. And I was like, that ain't That ain't good. So we hurried up and grabbed the kids and the dogs and got downstairs, and not even 30 seconds after we got downstairs, it sounded like a freight train coming through the neighborhood. And the tree fell on the house and just came straight to the foundation and went through 2 layers of brick. I got hit with a piece of brick in the back of the leg trying to shield my 3-year-old, because I had him and my wife had my 1-year-old. And after basically it blew over, water, it was a whole big bunch of rain with it, and we got soaking wet getting out, and we had to run to my wife's SUV, and we were actually stuck in the SUV until the fire department and stuff can come cut us a way out, because there was trees down everywhere, power lines down everywhere, and we couldn't move. So we got stuck in my wife's SUV with our 2 kids, us, and the 4 dogs. So that was a lot of fun in itself. And so as it kind of blew over, my dad and my brother-in-law and my sister walked down there, because they live a couple houses up, and they came and grabbed my wife and the kids and took them to their house, because their house had not as much damage as ours. And after that, me and Dad kind of stayed down, because I had to sleep in the car with the dogs, because I couldn't walk them up dog by dog, because I didn't have any leashes on me. So I kind of stayed in the car with them that night. And next thing we know, another kind of strong storm hits. Luckily, it didn't produce a tornado, but just a lot of hail and stuff. So we had to run over to the neighbor's house that didn't have as much damage to get in their basement while that blew over. So it was just a big bunch of chaotic night, and a big bunch of stuff. So I just want to thank everybody that's helped us out over the last couple weeks. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We probably won't be posting a lot of videos right now, but we're going to do what we can to get by while I'm dealing with all this stuff, and going to ride as soon as we can and stuff like that. So if you're not, like I said, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe, like our page, join our group on Facebook. We have Instagram and TikTok too. Just go in there and find us. Just message us if you want to ask us anything or anything like that, or if you got any questions. So we'll kick off the video. I'll show y'all around Fultondale, kind of what all the damage it did to the city of Fultondale and my neighborhood, and then I'll get into showing y'all the house. So we'll kick this off. So right here, it started right here over the interstate, and you can see over at a hotel right there, the whole roof of that hotel is gone. On the window. It got that hotel a little bit. It got Outback, not too bad, but it just totally destroyed the top of that hotel right there. And the tornado went kind of behind all these businesses right here, because Lowe's is right here where the Murphy's sign is, right here. And it went pretty much right behind Lowe's and kind of tore up like an older neighborhood that's right behind the Fairfield. Yeah, that's the Fairfield. Yeah, that's the Fairfield. It got the roof, a little bit of the neighborhood. So as right here, you can't see much. So we're gonna get on down on the other side through here, where you can actually see, and where most of the damage is. It got pretty much, my neighborhood got the worst impact of it. So we'll jump to where you can see where it actually did a lot of damage. So we're coming up on kind of where you can see a lot of damage. They got that house a little bit, and as you can see, before you couldn't see through there at all. So it got, there used to be a building right there, it's all right there. It went straight up through there. And this is, up here is where you used to turn into our neighborhood up here, but got them houses back there, they got to be demolished. This is where we used to turn in, but now, well, as you see, somebody not abiding by it, but I'll kind of see where you can see all the damage. There's where you go up to my neighborhood. But as you can see, going up through here, everything's pretty much just gone through here. Hand my wife the camera. Everything's wiped out. Which we're about to drive through there where you can turn in, actually turn in. Right here is where Hurst Towing was. It's completely gone. All through here. As you can see, this is where the main part of the tornado came through. It's almost nothing left through here. Almost nothing. Up here it got really, really bad. Right there, well, that one's pretty bad. That one's off the foundation. Right there, pretty much I got all through here. It tore it up pretty bad. My sister lived right there. Her house got it a little bit, but not too bad. All this piled up through here. Tree fell through that house right there and got their garage down there. So as you come up through, up here where my house is, it doesn't look like it was hit. My house got the worst of it right here just because 4 trees fell on the house. So we're actually trying to clean out. We lost the majority of the stuff inside because it basically split the house in 2. And if it wasn't for the trees, we wouldn't have any damage pretty much at all. So actually I'm gonna get out and kind of show y'all around. I apologize for all the, if there was a lot of wind noise. If there was, I'll probably just kind of take all the audio out. So if it ain't too bad, I'll leave it in there. So as you can see from the front, it actually don't look too bad, like we had that much damage, but As you can see, where all the plastic and plywood up, all the way down to this first piece of plywood where the trees kind of fell through. And as you gotta do an outside tour kind of first of, so even on this side, kind of don't look too terribly bad. It kind of, which we had a structural engineer come out and kind of look at it, as you can see right here, it got that crack right there. And when you come around to the back, this is where it looks really pretty bad. So the tree fell dead center of the house right there. As you can see, all that back there. Still don't, most of the upstairs can be built pretty much easily rebuilt. But the one thing we were worried about, and the one thing I'm having to fight with insurance about right now, is this right here. The tree basically bowed this whole wall and went through 2 layers of brick right there. And actually, this is the small hole. This whole wall was like bowed now, so I'm worried about the footing at the bottom. It crushed the air conditioning. And as you see over here, we were actually standing in the basement when this came through. It blew out about a 6-foot hole through the ground and through 2 layers of brick. It was a humongous oak tree that was right here. It's what did all the damage to the house, and then that big pine tree right here fell on top of it, all right there in the center. And the oak tree was splintered, had a bunch of limbs, and it hit right here, basically tore through that window, knocked over a bunch of stuff in our master bedrooms right there. It got over there pretty good too. I think a limb fell out of there and got it. So I'm gonna walk through the garage. Yeah, where our porch used to be right there too. So it got it pretty good. As we walk through the thing, and get some more lighting in here. As y'all may have seen, we did a few videos in here. So as you can see, the hole better now. It broke all that up. Got that pretty good, and it's cracked all the way down through here. As you can see, that crack right there broke that window. All of this, it was leaking all the way outside, all the way down to here. I got soaking wet. Water coming, and that's where the big majority of the tree came up. Got cracked it all the way up there, and we were actually standing right there where Chelsea's standing, and I got hit with that brick right there. We were standing. Luckily, our kids were kind of somewhat still asleep when it happened, so, and we kind of kept everything like a normal routine while dealing with this. So they're so young, as most everybody knows. Me and my wife, we have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, so they're pretty young. They probably won't remember this at all, so that's one thing I'm glad about. So one thing, as we walk up towards the inside, limbs hit this and broke some of the wood framing around the door. Cracked this cement right here, and basically all that cracking through there, all the way across there. as I gotta unlock the door. Too much. So as we walk in the front, there's water damage all the way through here. Water was actually pouring out this light when we had to, after it all happened, we had to get out. Basically all this is water damaged. I had to bust a hole for some water to run out right here. So as you can see, some of the water damage through here. This room didn't get hit too terribly bad. Well, actually, I don't think this one got hit pretty much at all. Stress crack right there where it kind of shifted a little bit. So the main part of the damage was in here. All this whole room is pretty much gone. The kitchen didn't get hit too bad. Actually, it didn't have any but a little bit of water damage. You see, it's pushed this whole wall out all the way, basically up above this window. Yeah, actually, it's not pretty safe. It's not that safe to be walking right here. But this is right where the foundation bowed, and all this is caved in. Our house wasn't the greatest, but it was our first house, and we had planned on fixing it up and moving, but tornado actually kind of did that for us. So you see all the water damage right there, like I showed before. It got all the water damage through here, and there was a waterfall of water right when the tornado came through, and when we had to get out of the basement to come up through here, because there was power lines across the garage doors, I actually got soaking wet trying to get everybody out up through here, and it broke all that up there, and pretty much got all this right here. Came through the bathroom right here. This big hole. A bunch of water damage all through here. So this is gonna pretty much have to be gutted. And then only other damage back in this area was there was a little bit of water damage in my son's room right here. And then our bedroom, which I crawled up in the attic to see. And the tree came through right here on the other side, and all of our clothes were pretty much right here because Chelsea had just got done doing laundry, and we put everything in the packing play and was going to fold it up the next day. And then I think it was about 10:30, between 10:30 and 11 o'clock is when the tornado hit, and pretty much all of our clothes pretty much got soaked. Everything in the closets, water blew in on it, and
all the insulation.
And all the insulation was blown in everywhere. Baby swing over there, beds broke because the part of the sheetrock and some of the wood and stuff fell and broke everything like that. So that's, oh yeah, and then
the hole that
caved in the window. I really don't want to leave that up, but hopefully y'all can see. Pretty much all that's caved in, and then all the water damage through here. The bathroom didn't get hit, I don't think. So, but I'm gonna remodel that. So yeah, that's pretty much a tour of the house. Pretty much what we're having to deal with right now. Having to go through with contractors, insurance, and basically try to get everything rebuilt. More than likely, we will not stay here. We're gonna probably have it rebuilt and move on. So hopefully we'll be able to ride again. I know Lucho side-by-side's in a bunch of pieces right now. Like I said before in the beginning of the video, I need a radiator, so more than likely I'm gonna have to order that Hess radiator. So I just kind of didn't want to spend a whole lot of money when having to deal with all this crap. Because you never know what's gonna happen with this between insurance and all that. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So as we're not posting that many videos right now, hopefully y'all will subscribe, like our videos, go through and watch some of the old ones, just to kind of keep the channel going while a lot of us are having to deal with all this. And I know a lot of people have been dealing with all the ice and snow and stuff everywhere else. We had to deal with that a little bit. Wasn't bad though here. So yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching the video. Y'all pray that we keep our sanity while having to deal with all this, and we'll catch up with y'all in the next video.